Okay, so I'm a little like 1% bummed that that happened while I was like getting off the phone with Taylor. It was kind of nice to be able to actually talk to her about like being done with that part of Dram World at least. Because most of the time, big boo boss fights aren't that bad. I think this one's a little bit trickier than normal because like, obviously, as you saw in that one death that I had, you can't go too high or you get stuck on top of the screen. And there's obviously these death blocks to make it so you have to hit these switches a little bit early. And if you don't hit the switch, the platform just flies away. But either way, thank fucking God I'm done with that grind. It kind of felt a little bit like, I mean, I knew I was going to get it eventually, but it was kind of starting to feel like it was not going to happen today, which would have been pretty annoying. But hopefully I can end this little segment of the stream at least with this level actually being fucking done finally. There like really wasn't much more I could have said about the beginning part, but I'm glad I got consistent enough finally to okay, so I can't actually spin jump on the Eerie that is more than a tile above the Muncher. So I'm gonna have to wait until I get a good Eerie, it looks like. Or just go off of that second one if it's consistent like that. So the only thing I'm kind of confused about is the end of this fight right now, because it looks like the first two hits are basically the same thing of like jump when I get up here. And I could probably make it off that second Eerie now that I'm looking at it. But basically just like do that, and then the second hit is going to be the same thing, but off of this other one. I almost saved that, but it's going to be off of the third one. I don't know if I can do the same strategy for the third turn block, or if I have to do the like frame perfect grab jump thing where I end up where like I grab it, throw it, and then jump up to the top part where you're normally supposed to kill yourself. If you find yourself on top of the level, okay, so it doesn't actually say like you're supposed to go up there, but it also hasn't really been the most like helpful of info boxes this game, so just because it doesn't say it doesn't mean it's not what it's supposed to be. Whoops. Honestly, I'm just fucking relieved to have a new part of this game to play, finally. Can safely say I was not expecting that segment of that level to take me 8 hours to learn, but I feel like I'm pretty in control of it now at least. And the thing I kind of like about at least like the first two hits of this fight, because again I'm not 100% sold I can do the same thing for the third one, is that it is a little bit easier for me to recover if something goes wrong, because I'll be spinning most of the time and then I could like land on Eries and try to save myself. So it seems like I can probably find a pretty consistent path through here, because it seems like as long as I spawn the level and stuff the same, the Eries will spawn the same. Because like it always starts off with those two where like I can't jump on the first one, but I probably could on the second one. I can just wait up here probably. Oh no, I can't. Oops. So that's the drawback of just waiting up on the block, is you need the you need to be kind of down there to actually land on the platform. So I guess that was good to know, because I wasn't like, I was thinking about that enough to know that it was a possibility to die that way, but I wasn't thinking about it enough to do it correctly. Whoops. So, like, I'm a little bit bummed that I didn't get my pop-off on microphone for actually beating this part, but honestly, I'm just glad to be through it, because it'll be nice to be able to focus on a different part of this fucking level finally. And the nice thing about it is, for being a Kaizo boss, like, I don't have to get all of this on the apps. Like, that was just kind of unfortunate, because I wasn't able to actually squeeze through there. But, like, for this being a Kaizo boss, I don't actually, have to get everything on the absolute first possible hit. Like, if I land up here and, like, don't actually get the hit off, I can, like, land back down on the platform and try again. Which is nice. This is a pretty cool fight. That's actually one thing that, like, I've seen enough of Dram World to know that I kind of wanted to study how this works, because, like, there are some pretty cool boss fights in this game. Like, they're not, like, the craziest Kaizo fights in the world, but they are hard enough to be challenging, which is all you really want from a Super Mario World boss anyway, honestly. Like, Super Mario World in general, like, doesn't handle boss fights the greatest, I guess. Just because, like, it's a Mario game, it's not, like, a combat game or anything like that, so, like, there's basically Big Boo, Reznor, and, like, the Wendy fight, or the Lemmy fight, which is the same thing as the Wendy fight, but, like, different heights or whatever. Like, you'd almost never see the other, like, Koopalings in the game, because they're, like, super hard-coded and stuff. It would be nice to learn how to edit one of those for my fight, or, like, for my hack, just to, like, make it a little bit different, I guess. But I also know that the reason that those aren't edited is because you have to, like, go into the code and change stuff. I'm like, I'm not very good at coding, so I don't really know if I can actually do that, but it would be kind of cool to try, at least. Okay, and I gotta wait a cycle for this thing to open up again. Damn it. Okay. I'm getting a good pattern for this fight, though. At least, like, actually learning what I'm supposed to do. And this is a good way to end this level, I'd say. Because it's like a challenging Boo fight, but it's not, like, insane. And honestly, if I feel like if I was better at fishing Boo, like, this probably would have been the theme for the level, where, like, yeah, it's a tricky level, obviously, but it's not, like, the hardest level in the world. I actually got a little screwed over that time by getting an unexpected bounce off the Eerie, but that's okay. Great bounce. So I can go up for hit 2 after I change this. Nice clip, dude. Okay. So, first hit of this fight seems solid enough. Like, I could go faster, I guess, if I just jumped up off of the first Boo up here. really know if you can though, honestly, because I think it's like always just too slightly high for you to actually get up without like being at the absolute apex of your jump. But to get over there, you can't be at the apex of your jump, so I'll just wait. It's fine. If I start getting more impatient about it, I guess I'll change my mind, but... Hey, randomness. You can go ahead and fuck off with that spawn. Okay. Nope. Yeah, I don't think you get enough height to actually ever make it up there. Or if you do, it's gotta be like a sub-pixel thing where like you have to jump off the very left edge of the platform, and even then you only sometimes make it up there. Whew. I just wanted to practice that anyway, because honestly, I'm not the best at that frame perfect grab jump thing. Because like I know it's a pretty easy trick in the realm of like quote unquote frame perfect tricks. Because like you just press jump and grab at the same time, and you have control over like both of those. But still doesn't actually make it like an easy trick. Can I grab this block ever? Nope. So, the spawn at 267 seems to be in a terrible spot every time. So I gotta be kind of careful and try to... I don't know if I have to end the fight before that spawn, or if I just have to learn that that spawn is super bad and like just be aware of it. have been okay. Okay, so as long as I get that spawn at 267 or so, whenever the platform's actually going back over, as long as I get that specific on-off jump, like, super early, it seems like it's fine. Damn it. Okay. Let's just do this and get it done. Seem like a different spawn than I normally have. I couldn't get back under. Damn it. Alright, well, I got the second hit off. Oh, progress. Okay, so I like really gotta jam through that part in order to hit that on switch right, because it seems like it's pretty consistent in that, like, I'll pretty much always have to dodge that Eerie right then. Damn it! Come on! Okay, so if at 265 I'm actually on the right side of the platform, I may be able to jump in between those two Eries a little bit better. I don't know why I tried that. I may be able to jump between the two Eries slightly easier. So like after the bottom one passes by me on the left, but before the right one spawns. I don't really have a lot of time either way, because that Eerie specifically seems to be kind of a dick, but... I feel pretty close to this, at least. I said I was going to be ending this level at the 8-hour mark, but I'm pretty glad that I kept going, because I'm pretty sure I beat it like at 8 hours and 1 minute. But I feel extremely close to this fight, honestly. I don't know what the third hit is going to be, or if it's going to be different, or if I have to, like, do the frame perfect kick thing at the end, but either way, this seems consistent. And more importantly, it's not waiting on fucking boo circles every time I want to restart it. I don't even know if that would have actually worked, because I would have kept hitting my head against it, and it would have basically just been like a 50-50 shot if the switch was actually on when it was supposed to be on. Can I make it if I just jump? No. Okay. I felt like I was pretty close to last life, so I wanted to take a life this time to confirm, but you cannot do that. Okay, and I don't know what the pattern is right here. But that, wow, that Eerie is super in the way. Alright, so For no real reason other than the way these Eries keep spawning, the end of this fight is significantly harder than the beginning of this fight. This is a fucking dick to avoid, oh my god. Yeah, because the way these Eries spawn, the Erie is basically off to the right of the platform, like right as you get there, which is exactly where you want to be standing in order to actually like get this jump off correctly. So mechanically the fight isn't changing, it's just the spawns of the Eries are making these last couple jumps really difficult. I almost wonder if it's worth it to try to hit the switch on the left twice instead of trying to squeeze in and hit this one on the right again. Maybe, actually. Alright, I'm gonna go until the 31-hour mark and then call it quits, because I do need to get some lunch. I had to let myself stream a little bit longer than I wanted to right now, because I finally got to the boss fight and wanted to just get it done in one video. But if I have to start the next stream with this, and then hopefully get a little bit farther into the next level, that's fine too. I think it is just a really precise spin jump up there and then back down before that Eerie even spawns, which is pretty tough. I mean, on the bright side, you actually get a decent amount of practice beforehand. Yeah, let's fucking go. I did not think I was going to be able to get that, but I was like, you know what? Worst case scenario, I die. I don't know if that's actually how you're supposed to beat the end, or if you can keep the platform around long enough to just beat it the way you're normally supposed to beat it. I don't even get a little cutscene after that. I'm a little disappointed. I wanted my victory cutscene. But we are finally in World 3. I'm going to go ahead and stop the stream now, because like clearly I've been going a little bit longer than I meant to. So we're going to stop it at 30:54. Come back for the Rise and Fall, which I haven't obviously played, but I've heard that this is kind of like one of the best levels in the game. So really excited for that one. Thank you guys for coming by. If you're here from the playlist or the VOD or whatever, I try to stream at least every Tuesday, Thursday after I get off work. I'm trying to incorporate in another day if I can, because I would kind of want to stream a little bit more than that and start actually working on my hack again and stuff. But for now, it's Tuesday, Thursday, like after 4 p.m. Pacific or so, at least with microphone, and then whenever I can without microphone. So thank you guys for coming by, and I will see